Oh yeah, we're back. Another day, another vlog. How are we, everyone? Here we are. Well, 24 hours, I think about an hour and a half sleep, and I am ready to hit the hay. Finally home, which is just awesome. It's great to finally get back. I think about 3:30, after no sleep in 24 plus hours, I nosedived into the floor of the house in front of the TV and disintegrated into a coma for about an hour and a half until Jack got me up, little champ. But yeah, it's the hardest part of the whole mining bit, is that coming home after night shift. We have looked into and asked them to swap around to do night shift first and then day shift, and we're currently trying that again. It all works out on paper. For some reason they don't like helping us out. It's nothing worse than coming home after 7 days of night shift and then trying to stay up or function or drive a car or do anything you have to do, because there's no other way to do it. It's simply that. But anyway, good sleep tonight and I'll be back on track. Yeah, not a lot today. Got to come home. By the time we get home, it's 11 o'clock. Got to see Bentley, the Chocky Lab, have a play with him. So that's awesome. Got to see Jack. Got to play with Jack all this afternoon until I passed out. So yeah, it's all smiles and fun, and he's happy to see me. It's all good. All you dads out there understand. Mums as well. When you come home after work and you see that smiling face, makes all the crap worthwhile. And that's why we do it. That's why we do it. It's the only reason we keep going back to work 90% of the time. It's for the kids. Other than that, last night during lunch, I went on a Dovetail stream. So they're the guys at Dovetail Gaming, do the fishing sim world pro tour. That's the one I'm currently doing. You can see on the channel. They get some of their creators, coders and different guys from their company, and they do a live stream, which is pretty darn cool. I've never really heard that before. Possibly happens with other gaming companies, I'm not sure, but I thought it's a really cool thing to do. They get on, there's normally two of them. One will play the game, and the other one will sort of answer questions coming through live on the chat, which is pretty cool. You know, I got to ask a couple of questions. I'm only new to it, so it was good to sort of get an understanding of what everyone else is talking about. That there's guys on there that have been playing, I'm assuming, for 2 or 3 versions before it went sort of big this year, I guess. So it and also got to see a couple of ways how they fish. And I think some of the ways I was doing was probably not the right way. I didn't really just get in and sort of, there's no real way you can sort of watch, unless you watch a thing, and no one ever does that. It's like reading the manual. Blokes don't do that. So yeah, it was really good. They answered a few questions. Obviously everyone wants their own fish in there. They all want things. I did ask about barramundi, if they're going to get barramundi in, if they're going to get black bass in there, Papua New Guinea black bass, which are two, I think, which would make the game really awesome, because they're just probably the 2 best fighting fish on the planet, as far as I know. For size, obviously, pound for size. I don't think they're going to go into the saltwater market. They did say the biggest problem was with rivers is the water, getting the water to work with a lake, because the water's sort of still. Obviously having tides coming up and down, that water flow, getting undercurrents and stuff like that to work in the, I guess, in the background, in the motion side of things, and to make it look realistic and to get it to work with the fish, so you're fighting against the tide. They're big things in the game world. They said that's not an easy fix, which I completely understand. I get the coding, where they've got it to now, it's like it actually, with the vibration in the PlayStation joystick and the feel and jumping and the line goes slack and all that, they've got it, like, they've done pretty well. It's a lot better than you've probably ever played before if you've never haven't played a fishing game since the old ones, and they used to have a few out, and they were pretty much average. You just wind it and it's in. Well, this is actually a lot different, especially once you get to the bigger fish. That my personal best bass, the 12 pound, 13 ounce sucker I got the other day, that was probably 15-20 minute fight. It jumped, it changed, it switched, it cut back, it just bang, 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 bang. Never stopped. Was never an easy run. One mistake was all over. So, and that's the way it should be. That's what fishing's about. So yeah, it was pretty cool. They're nice, two really nice guys. They answered, I think, 3 or 4 questions I put up, so I was pretty happy. It's very rare on a live chat that you even get one answer, get one of your questions answered when you get so many people in there. So yeah, no, it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. They did a great job. Well done, Dovetail Games, to the guys on there. Thanks for answering the questions. That was pretty cool. And yeah, the game's going really well. We probably won't get some. I've got 2 weeks off now. I've got my R&R, and then I've got to go to Darwin. So I'm trying to line up there. I'm trying to get some actual fishing done while I'm up there. It's going to be tricky. It's a hectic weekend. It's a 50th anniversary of our baseball club in Darwin, which I grew up with. I played for 39 plus years with them. Coached them, a premiership coach in A grade. Yeah, so it's a pretty big deal for me, my family, my brother's going up. Probably 90% of my best mates all played baseball with me in Darwin, all with me, but most of them from Darwin. So we're going to have a heap of those guys up there, so I can't wait to catch up with all them. It's going to be cool. A lot of the guys that taught me how to play the game and how to be an adult as well. That's probably a big thing, is I guess with sports, that you don't realise that they teach you how to be a human being and be a person in real life. So a lot of those guys that I looked up to when I was a kid, I'm going to get to catch up with them and have a beer with them and talk about the old days and spin the shit and talk about all our back when we all had arms and knees and could actually hit the ball and run and drink beer straight after or before. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be really good. So, and catch up with Dad. So that's always good. Get to see the old man while I'm in Darwin and Dow. So that's really good. And yeah, awesome. Love it. So I can't wait for that. Going to be really good. It's the club's 50th anniversary. Yeah, so can't wait. So the bit happening there. So I won't be able to get back into the fishing gaming side at the moment. Once I get back to work, I'll do some streaming on night shift, after night shift when I get home, so that'll be okay. And then the other thing I was looking at today, I did have a little portable gimbal for my phone. I didn't really use it that much. My awesome sister does a heap of cooking stuff and some vlogging and bits and pieces as well, so I chucked it over to her to give her a go. I thought she was going to get more use out of it. I just got my new Canon M50. Then I had bigger plans, I guess, and that was only just for a phone. It wasn't for a proper camera. Now moving on, I'm probably looking into those things and I've got some stuff I want to get. I need a wide angle lens for my M50. I need a bigger hard drive, which is immediately urgent. And obviously my computer, which I've talked about before, just can't handle the editing process, just crushes me. Hence why we do the daily ones on the phone, because it's just so easy. And I don't have to spend hours waiting for the computer to do the edit. So yeah, the hard drive is probably the most important one I need to buy. I'm going to probably get a 8 terabyte or 10 terabyte one, so I need a few $100 there to get that sorted, because I've filled up I've got 2 backup ones of both 4 terabyte, and I think I've only got 100-200 gig left on those. So yeah, once you get all these 4K videos that I do for my videos, it does start filling stuff up. So I've got to get that organised, and hopefully that'll be soon. But I do want to look at the gimbal for my Canon. I'm really enjoying the Canon M50. I'm so glad I got onto it. I did a heap of research onto what to get. It was the #1 camera for vlogging and for YouTube last year. It looks like it's been dethroned this year by the new Sony that's just come out. But the only thing I didn't like about the Sony was the flip screen goes up top, so which I don't think is too much of a drama nowadays, because although I do have the Rode Video Mic Pro for mine, which is a pain in the butt because of the furry cap for wind, and it gets into scenes, especially on the GoPro. It's a pain in the butt, total pain in the butt. I want to swap that out and probably sell that and move to the wireless Rode mics. So much better, easier. Can just clip it on. I can do my talk. I don't have to worry about cords and crap, and I can just So that's my plan too, is to swap that over with sell a couple of different bits and pieces I've got hanging around, like my camera link to do my vlogging, to do my gaming. I can't use that with my computer, and I really don't need it with the webcam, so I'm going to get a proper webcam because it's only 30 minutes with the Canon, so I'm going to get rid of that. I've got some other stuff I want to get rid of, so hopefully it'll allow me to get that and get those Rode ones, so they're probably my number 2 on the list after the hard drive, because I'm just running out of room. Excuse me. But yeah, so a gimbal, and there's a new one that's come out, and all the guys have been pumping it fairly hard, all the YouTube guys. The Zhyuin Canon M2, it's a really small version. There's also the new Ronin one as well. There's the 2 of them, but the Zhyuin one's obviously a lot cheaper. It's only $260 US, I think. And I think the smaller version Ronin's about 400 or 500 US. So there's a big difference there. For us smaller guys, I'm only a small channel. I've got 114 awesome subscribers, which I can't thank enough. But you don't make any money. It's just coming all out of my pocket. So to be able to afford all the fancy stuff, the camera's the most important thing. So I get a decent picture for you guys, so everything looks good. But yeah, this Zhyuin little one looks very similar to the Ronin. A little smaller, doesn't have the stand down the bottom, but from all reports, it looks like a decent quality. It's got OLED screen. It can take 1.6 pounds or 800 grams, which will fit my Canon M50 fine. 7 hours of battery life. Does Apple, Android, pretty much covers everything we need. And for $260, which is probably around the 400 Australian mark, whereas the little Ronin is still going to be $600-700 Australian, unless I can get it on eBay secondhand. So yeah, there's a couple options there, and I've got to do some research. So if there's anything you think of that might be a good option in the gimbal world for a Canon M50, let me know down below. I love my research. I've got plenty of time. I'm in no rush to go and waste money on stuff I don't need. So I'd rather do a bit of research, get your advice from you guys that actually use these. If you've got one and use them, you can tell me the good and the bad, the ugly, what to avoid, what to just stay the heck away from because it's crap. That would be very highly thankful for if you can tell me those ones. And yeah, I'll whack that on the list of dream items, and then one day when I get one of these viral videos floating through, you never know, I can go out and get all these items and upgrade my channel a little bit to make the experience a little bit better. But anyway, that's about all I had today. Looking forward to a sleep. I think probably about 30 to 40 seconds after my head hits the pillow tonight. It's going to be lights out and all over. Yeah, 24 hours, like coming off night shift. If these guys that do night shift and come off it, you all understand it. I don't know how to explain it for you, but I guess it's like going out for a 3-day bender on the gear or on the booze, and come Monday you just go blah. But yeah, anyway, so that's night shift mining. We're used to it. You just got to plan that your first day is just a bit of a wipeout, so you really only get 6 days of functional off time. Anyway, that's it from me. I've gone sideways tonight to try and fill up the YouTube screen. I didn't mind it vertical, but I had that big black there, and there's nothing really I could really do with it. I didn't really wanted to give you full value for money, so I thought I'd go sideways and give you a little bit of something. Anyways, that's it for me. As always, whether you're waking up, going to bed, have a lunch, have a brekkie, wherever you are, New York, LA, Rome, Tokyo, Brazil. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming back every day. Really appreciate it. If you haven't hit subscribe, try the subscribe button. I heard it doesn't hurt. It won't bite you one little bit. There's no electricity connected, and I promise I won't zap you when you hit that bell either. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Stay safe. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.